Hey guys, this is Keric speaking, and today we are continuing our journey through the Automation Light campaign of the open beta, and with Spec Motors being on the upside, we are fighting to retain our lead in the Luxury and Luxury Supreme categories, and in the GT as well. And after a massive downturn in the economy in the luxury market, as you can see here, that was terrible, we are now in an uptrend, in a strong uptrend. As you can see here, everything that is prestigious is green, very green, and that bodes well for the future. And we have just started our production of the Kronprinz, and that one is selling really well, while we still have a few Brandenburg Mark IIs sitting around, the sedan version that is, and selling very well, but we had to reduce the pricing. So the plan for now is just to sit out 1 year and then check what the economy is doing and what our prestige reputation is doing, the market sizes and so on, and then to start a new car or battleship, depending on how you view them. So we shall time accelerate and see what comes out of it. And there we go, we have just sold out off the Brandenburg, and now it's Kronprinz. Kronprinz. That must be hard to say for non-Germans. And wow, taxes, man, taxes, ouch, that's bad. So let's stop it there, right there, and take a look at the market awareness. Still brilliant, 83%. Wow. Market sizes, we are still growing like crazy, and yeah, this is just rising up now. And the overall trend is now, it has bottomed, definitely bottomed here, so now I'm expecting a really big peak coming. And that should probably go to 1.0. Yeah, I think it will go to 1.0. Let's see here, yes, that's all looking good. So we shall build a new car, and this Kronprinz one is selling really well. Let's take a look at the sales. Muscle Premium is buying up a lot of them, and the luxury segment too. Let's see the market awareness. That's rising, 65% there. And I think we want to stick to these categories. We are doing really well in them after all. And Muscle Premium, maybe we can combine that again in a single build, or maybe we want to branch out and maybe, let's see, market sizes. Ah, no, Supercars. Look at that, Supercars are just coming in here. But, ooh, one thing I forgot. Let's check out Fruinian, because that region just unlocked. They have 120 Supercars to sell per month. That might be something we can look into. They are super prestigious, and that seems like a good idea. Let's check out the Kronprinz and revise the car, because now it's 1970 and Fruinian should be open for us. There we go, yes it is. Well, we can't sell many there because they don't really like muscle cars, but we can certainly put this on a 2 and just see how it sells. I mean, don't expect too much. We can try to push a little bit, like make it cheaper over there, just to push into the markets. Minus 15%, let's give them 15%. Nice little Fruinians. Close this down and see, do we want to? Yeah, I think so. Just wait another month. Yeah, look at that. Now we sold 138 cars in Fruinian. Let's check out the market awareness. Wow, this is terrible. This is terrible. It takes another month to tick before you can see some effect on these markets, but they should rise really quickly there. Oh, yay, we've sold 0.5 cars per month. How's that even possible the first month? I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm just a developer. Yeah, that doesn't make that much sense, but so I guess they sold half a car. and cut it in pieces because it was too expensive. Like, you go to a shop, yeah, I want to have that piece of cheese, but half of it. Yeah, that's how they did. So I think what we are going to do is a nice little diversion. We are going to build a new superior luxury vehicle, which isn't that expensive that the luxury category can't afford it. But also we are going to open up a new factory for a super/hypercar. And I just want to make sure that that is even possible. In Fruinia, this year, the hypercar category unlocked, so that might be something we want to sell into. It's still tiny, but yeah. And let's check the region economy. The region economy is also looking to improve overall. They also had massive downturn, but not quite as bad as Gasmir. That was absolutely terrible. And Ahana? What does Ahana look like? Oh, was this Ahana? Oh yeah, it was Ahana. So yeah, these two regions definitely have more or less a mirrored economy here from the looks of it, while Gasmir is much more on the downturn here overall, and now will experience a super high. Alright, so first things first. The Cron Prince needs to have another car following after, and we need to start engineering now, because that might take a while. So, a new car, and it will be called the König, because that was also a battleship. And, let's see, what car bodies do we have, though? It doesn't look too good, does it? So... yeah, let's reuse this one. Maybe we should just make not the König, but rather the Kronprinz Mark II. As that is basically the same car once again. And we are in the 70s, so we soon are starting to get a little bit more corners into the car. Let's make this large. Large. Okay. And maybe wider, a lot wider. We built this one with monocoque tech, and we certainly want to do the same for the Kronprinz Mark II. Again, with the V12, let's see, how much did we fit in there? 5 liters? Do we fit 5 liters or 4.5? Can't remember, but we still don't want to rev high, so still going with our old build. Push rod and all kinds of shit to make the engine less powerful. Do want all the prestige and none of the power. Although power is prestigious, don't get me wrong, it does count like this in the game too, but controlling that power is really expensive and requires tech, which I don't think we have. Could also go for mechanical injection, but that costs us a lot of engineering time, and rather that we want to have a better with our triple carb since 1946 triple eco carb on our super prestige vehicle. Maybe we want to go for the quad carb now, as it we have to check that out. I think that might lower our what is it called? Reliability a little bit too much. And here again, 14.5, 60, don't rev, +8. This is looking really good. No errors there. And let's... oh, but we are on the wrong fuel type. Let's go with this. Just up compression by 1. And then we are all good and compatible with the future, as the leaded bands will be appearing soon-ish. We do have 3 gears, once again. Putting that in. (17-inch), and we are going for... oh, that is nice. Prestige average. We go for magnesium mags, and yeah, they have the highest prestige, so that is useful. We can go with pretty wide tires to get the grip on the road, get the power on the road, and we want to put them out to not look too stupid. And we want the car to be a little slower, but let's see, we want to also have enough cooling. About 3 times is the minimum I would suggest for this. So let's just go with 600. That is certainly enough. And 2 seats, and handmade, luxury 8-track power steering, advanced. And now use all our tech pool here. Hydropneumatic, yes, that is what we're going for. Comfort. And there we are. Sportiness 0, perfect. That is exactly what we need. But comfort 74, it's just getting better and better. It's impressive. This is not impressive, so we certainly need to amp up the size here of the tires. Yep, that's much closer. And now the rest can be done by fine-tuning the suspension. Okay, that's looking pretty good, although that was more comfortable. So I think I'm going with this. It's looking much better, and then I just bring it back via the camber instead. That doesn't drop comfort, but increases back the drivability. Excellent! So now we have a nicely set up car. Let's just check the brake. Okay, they are not nicely set up yet. We do need more brake power in the front. There we go. And in the rear, we need to make it less powerful. Yeah, getting all the drivability and even more comfort. Alright, I think that's the setup we are going for. The Cron Prince definitely doesn't have any other trims, so we're just calling this one the Coupe once again. And there we go, that's some stats for you. Comfort 75.7, wow. Prestige 62.2, how fast is this thing? Not very, not very. But at least it did get below the 10 seconds from 0 to 100 mark. That is something to be proud of, I guess. So these markets, everything's green, and that is because we don't have the markup yet. Let's push it up to plus 100 once again. Oh, that's 120. It's still doing really well for 120. The luxury category will be more available as time goes on now, because the economy is improving so much that they get more money and then can afford to buy this vehicle, because the vehicle doesn't get more expensive, but the buyers do get more money. Isn't that nice? Alright, engineer this thing. 3.5 years. Yes, soon we will have to start engineering the new thing just as the other one hits the market. Like, watch 1 month of sales and then right away design the new one. So this is all good, and this is not all good. We want to have 3.6 years. Let's see how much reliability we can get out of this. 57, that sounds better. Alright, this uses our normal factory, which we have, and we can upgrade now if we want to. 260 million in the bank and sales just raging. That is the perfect time to expand further. We have a super nice factory here though, and this one can't be expanded. So what to do then? Well, amping up this one further. Wow, just look at the price increase per tick here. That is horrendous. Is that something we want to do just for a few less dollars per car? I don't think it's worth it. So let's leave it at that. And then this one, yeah, that can also stay. I think this will be really cheap then. And we invest some good money in making a super hypercar lineup. This is all good. 24, we want to amp this up to 30. And here we are. Alright, luxury premium, 123.5 at 100% markup. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. And 100 in luxury. Ah, it got a lot cheaper too. Very nice. I'm liking this. I'm liking what I see. And 11 cars per day would be sold into the luxury. And wow, 5.8 into muscle premium. Overall, we can sell 32 cars a day. Ah, that is really good. But, well, that's 3.5 years down the line, so things may change a lot in that time. Maybe we would be able to sell 200 cars. But, or 200% of cars. Alright, what are the costs? Grand total 113 million. That is not that much. We expect a break even pretty soon. And monthly profits 15 million almost. Wow, that's nice. Alright, so now for something a little bit different. The super luxury series here is doing really well for itself, but soon will need to be switched out. Or be, well, not really switched out. We can just continue it, but it won't be able to produce much more than it can right now because of how much is handmade and so on, and we only have a small free factory. We didn't buy a larger plot than that. So what we're going to do now is make another new car, and that one will be a super/hypercar for the Gasmian and Fruinian market. Whew, let's see how we can deal with that. I think we are going for this one. Yeah, mid-engined. Like, make it wide and make it awesome. You don't need to make it even longer. In the front we could make it a little longer, but nah, don't need to. Alright, this looks awesome. So now we need to find spots where we can put cooling though. Okay, this shall be... we do have the money to make it monocoque. Space frame is heavier than the monocoque, so yeah, let's invest in this. And this will just be built as a small-scale production that can be scaled up if need be. And we're going for mid-transverse. And let's see if we can fit some really nice little V12 in there. Double wishbone, full alloy. And grills. Let's put some grills on there, or vents rather. Maybe these. Doesn't have to look nice, just has to be functional. Because this is a little laggy right now. This works out. And we can put another one of these. Just hold shift and clone it. This looks awful. Oh, let's pull it back a little bit. Yes, that's the best event design I've ever seen. You guys are probably face palming really hard right now. And I don't care because I'm Wilhelm McSpeck. And people are buying my cars because they are not beautiful but comfortable. So transverse rear wheel drive. So one thing we could do is to make a supercar version and a hypercar version of it. And then just produce a very, very few hypercars. And most of the others are supercars. Let's see if we can fit a V12 in there. Full alloy. We go full alloy. And we are going 1970. I think we are going really high-tech. Overhead cam 4-valve. Yeah. That is something. That's very contrary to what we usually do. Yeah, we can just about fit in a... Oh, let's rev. How about a 2.7 liter V12? Full alloy. And there we go. I think that's good. And on the engine factory we put forged steel, so forgery. And forged. Nice. This thing will rev to the moon. Compression 8.5. Let's start there. And let's start out with a cam profile of 70. Injection. This one will have mechanical injection and throttle pus. No, it's too long. It is too long. How much too long? A little bit. We are getting down to 2.5 liters. I can scale this up to 2.6. Yeah, alright. Let's go 2.6 liters. We're driving on 91 just to be future-proof. And fuel mixture, we don't care. So 12.5, yep. Ignition timing 75 or something. And let's aim for 8,000 for now. We put this up to +3. We go with long tubular, not race tubular. Although we are going to build this in a small factory, which has much too high production capacity for what we are building. So we could build this with race tubular, but nah, that's too costly. Inefficient makes the engine price too much. And we want it to be loud, so we just go with a straight through muffler. 317 horsepower, I don't think we are going to make that much. 211. That's a really good starting point. I think that's a nicely set up engine, apart from obviously the compression issues. There we go. 224 horsepower and still a reliability that is high enough, but maybe you can get higher. There we go. And that's the point where it doesn't drop much anymore either. Oh, pretty much tuned engine. Is there... Oh, standard intake. Nope, performance intake. We do need a performance intake. Is there anything else we want to do with this? We could go to 240 horsepower, but nah, that's a little bit overkill for the 70s. I think we are all good here, and yeah, let's just go. And manual, 5 gears. Wow, 5 gears. And we shall make it such that... Can we afford that? Yeah, I think it's because it's a mid-engine, there's enough weight on the rear axle to not wheel spin too much here, but we might have to adjust it a little bit. And what more do we want? Sports tires, yes. We want big wheels. 700s. Wow, that looks sick. That looks far too large. But maybe we need it for... Oh, 18 wheelers. No. Oh, 18 could be... No, 185s, that is too little. 205s, yep, that is better. 165 front, that's a good starting point. We put mags on there. And these. Whoa, that looks so stupid up front. It looks like a grasshopper wanting to jump on you, or frog or something. So solid disc, two discs. No, not 2 discs, 2 pistons. And solid rear. Single piston? No, it will be about balanced, I think. And this one needs to be upped as well. Semi-clad, yeah, it's good for the top speed. And we don't need too much cooling. So we want to have top speed for this one to get prestige. And then we go for, this is the Hypercar variant. And we are going for the luxury 8-track. +5 there. Power steering, yeah, this car will be reasonably heavy. Advanced safety, because Fruinian is really keen on that. And yeah, let's go with hydropneumatic on this one. It's a bit strange of a choice. Or maybe, no, this sportiness very low. So sportiness average here, and then gas mono. That is the way to go for this car. We do need the sportiness. Set it up for sports. Make this a little bit less stupid. And this one too. Alright, that's much better. Up the right height. Why is this so high? It's almost an off-road hypercar. 25 centimeter, my god. Okay, we are having some decent values here. Oversteer! Oversteer, we need to control the oversteer. And more control of oversteer. Up the front sway bars a little bit. Yep, there we go. I don't think we can get it much better though. We can increase camber for more grip. Yeah, a little bit more grip, a little bit more drivability and sportiness. Is there something completely off? Oh yeah, those are completely off. So what do we do here? We can reduce the size. That is better. Are we getting brake fade though? Yeah, we are, just slightly. And we can reduce the rear size as well. 250s maybe? Oh, we're getting so much brake fade. So no, we are instead going with a single piston and much more size. That gives us better brake fade characteristics. But we do need 2 on the front, unfortunately. Okay, I think this is a reasonable setup. We don't suffer any brake fade, and this is good braking levels compared to what grip we have. And now let's see, for the top speed, 255 kilometers an hour. Does this one reflect this? Yeah, it does. Okay. How much wheel spin do we have? Oh, only 5%, and look at the acceleration. 5.6 seconds from 0 to 100. That is super good for that day and age. Yeah. I think we can roll with this as our hypercar variant. And now the ever reoccurring problem is the naming. And I think we're just calling this the Vettine. And this is our hyper variant. And now we shall make a variant which is for the supercar. Will be basically the same, but a little bit reduced trim levels for this one. Oh, what is going on here? Ah, look, it has a rear spoiler. It's really, wow, look at that. It's a really high spoiler. It's amazing. Wow, these effects, these graphics. It's awesome. All right, let's go here and just readjust that a little bit so that it doesn't freak out too much. And this is the hyper clone. We shall call it the Super, because it is our supercar. And now for the trim level. I think we are going for luxury, which is just reduced production here. Or we could go for sport and for premium. But this reduces it a lot in this category. I don't know. Is this a good idea? We are not really good at making sports interior, and looking at how they react to it, it might be a good idea to just stick with that. Yeah, it is a good idea to stick with that. Okay, let's take a look at these markets. For the supercar, we are in Gazmir, and the Gazmians can easily afford it, at this point at least. And the Fruinians, they probably... Oh yeah, they can afford it as well. Very nice. It's scoring super well in these categories. We could even amp it up a little bit more. Like 150, but nah, more competitors may be coming out. So let's amp up the supercar that much and the hypercar more. 150, 180 maybe? Oh no! We have the ass bug. The ass bug is coming back. Let's resolve the ass bug by slightly scaling this thing. Yep, that... No, no, no. 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 What is it doing? So for the hypercar, we want to have a markup that is even higher. I think a markup of 200% would be in order, as this is a wonderful, wonderful car. The Vettine Hyper. 3.5 years. That certainly isn't too bad. So now we have 2 variants here. Really nice. And we could even make a third one, which is convertible, actually. Should we try that? Well, no, double ass bug. Where are they coming from? All these, they're getting more of them. They're multiplying. So if we make another copy of this one, maybe of the supercar. And then we go here and see what variants do we have. We have the coupe variant, fastback, and this one is the convertible. So let's call it the Super Convert. That should make clear what it is. And we can produce a few of that one too. But first we need to set up the car again, because everything has changed, because it's so heavy, so much more heavy than the others. Yep. Or is it? No, not really. That wasn't too bad. Ah, maybe this car is pre-designed for that. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. So all our settings still look decent enough. And this is all good. And this is all good. So yeah, let's go with this. We have another one in here. And now we are building freight trims. And that certainly does require a small factory. Otherwise you can't handle freight trims at once. It's managed to get up the engineering time a little bit more. And isn't too bad though. 3 cars to engineer. Wow, the engine. 4 years and 3 months. Ouch. Ouch. That is a lot. Maybe we need to look into this to reduce this a bit. Oh, so that seems like a long time. On the other hand, we could make the cars a lot more reliable in that time. Let's see if we go to 65 with all of them. Yeah, I think that should do. Yep, it's all good. All right, 4 years and 2 months. And now let's take a look at the factories. We want to use... We could buy a factory in Fruinian. Isn't that a good idea? Because... yeah... Now that's great, because they have lower manpower costs over there. We do select 2 small plots, as we do need plenty of factory add-ons. So 11 cars per day seems a little low. 18, 27 a day. That seems like a little much. We do need the presses, and that is 173 million right there. And then here we do need the forge works, and that is 100 million right there. With that automation levels, yeah, I think we can go for that, because we are going to be rich by then. And we do want to invest that into new stuff. So we might even go with a level 3. Although, is there such a market? Yeah, I think Gasmir plus Fruinian would be large enough, so... But, oh, ow. Ow. That might be a little much. And also we have the other factory producing at the same time, right before. That might be... No, that's too risky. So, level 2... And don't go crazy. We can still upgrade it afterwards, right? That doesn't have to be done all in one go. And 18 cars a day, 400 just. That is very low. Could get even more safe here. Just go for automation levels 40. Engines made per day, 13. Oh, that's very few engines. Do we need to upgrade this? No. This would be really expensive. I don't want to. Yeah, let's leave it at that and then just work with the shifts. I think we have to bite the bullet for now and have unequal shifts on these. So what do we want to build? We want to build, let's say, 1 hypercar a day. What? Why isn't this working? Ah, because I'm dragging the locked slider. So, yeah, that makes sense. The super convertible we want to build... I think this is good. This might be good. And now we need more engines. Whew. That is pretty close to what we can produce. And lower the requirements a little bit. There we go. 19.3 engines. Costs a lot per engine. Wow, this is super expensive. And wow, look at that. Look at that. At 120% markup, we are... Is this actually counting as a convertible? I think this might be bugged. Because we should be much better in this category than this category if it's really convertible. I think the thumbnail or the flag for this car body might be missing. Let me check that again. Because that was stupid already in here. So this is the fastback coupe. Let's try this one. Ah, now that changed a lot of things. That changed a lot of things. This is an actual convertible, not the other one. The flag was wrong in some way. Or I misclicked, maybe, or I didn't click at all. Maybe that's the case. And now we can run a little bit more front tires here. Whoop, that was a little bit too much front tires. But we can always get that back. There we go. Is this also... Yep, alright. It also swapped over there. Excellent. So now we have high sportiness, drivability is still good. All our other stats are in the green line as well. And now we will have the additional engineering costs too. So, 4 years, did this update? Yeah, alright. It's saying it's all happy, so I'm happy too. We're going to build this. Looks good. This is all set up. Total staff, 19 cars. That's still good. 19, 15 free. And 19.3 engines made. And let's continue on. And let's see, super convertible. Still. This hasn't updated maybe. Let's go to Fruinian. Let's recalculate. Nope. Maybe it will react once it's actually finished. Otherwise, this may be a bug. That's that it's not reacting to being a convertible right now. Anyway, so the sales are looking really nice. We are we are trying to sell it in Fruinian, but we are more than covering the market, it seems. So the rest will be going to Gazmir and happily selling from there. Also, why? Oh, why is this region unlocked? Ha! I think I think this may be because this is as seen from Fruinian. A Fruinian factory can sell in Achana? Huh, that isn't intentional, but well, if we say so, we won't sell anything there anyway, so let me deactivate that. But this shouldn't be possible right now, because we are a Gazmian company. If we had a brand which was located in Fruinian, that would make more sense. Yeah. So let's continue here, and grand total 343 million. We need to make a lot of money with the Kronprinz, otherwise we go bankrupt. Lots of money coming in each month though. 1977 already, even with building new factories. That is really good. All right, start. Let's risk it, and let's see how the Kronprinz does. This one, as we need loads of money. We are selling really well. Market awareness, market sizes. Let's keep an eye on this here. We are still selling loads and loads of cars. Just about the correct production we're having here. Let's see how much we have to pay in taxes. Plenty, 66 million. Ouch. The Kronprinz is probably our best car so far if you look at the scores here. Yeah, it is. Also, if you look at the total profits, it's doing brilliantly. And Kronprinz number 2 is coming in 2 years, so let's advance time today, and then we save the start of the sales of the Wettin for the next episode. There we go, another batch of taxes to be paid here, and soon, oh no, not soon, another year to go before any factories or productions are cancelled, and we have to live off our cash. So let's accelerate another year to see how that goes. We have a little bit of a downturn once again, but I think this will be a really short one, and it should get back to a bit greener numbers very soon. And yes, that's basically what I meant. Greener numbers, a lot greener numbers. It was a minor correction, and now we are rising again. So let's see what it ticks to. Wow, okay, it's doing really well. And there we have the yearly report. We have loads of money in the bank. The Kronprinz really takes home the cake and becomes a little fat bastard who doesn't fit through the door. And Kronprinz number 2 will soon go into production. It took a while to engineer this bastard. So let's accelerate further. And here our production is cancelled. We don't have any stock unless someone wants to buy the engines. 4,500 of them. And the Kronprinz Mark II enters production now. Oh no! Yay! Okay, let's see how this one will sell. 1 month of that, and then see how large is the production. We didn't pay much to it. Well, we didn't pay anything to expand it. So, wow, this one sells well. We could sell 22% more cars in Gazmir alone. And wow, the economy is on the upturn again from here, so we are basically there now. That's good news. We are selling a massive amount here, and this is looking good. In Fruinian, it's not nearly as impressive. I think they are more of on a downturn overall. Let's take a look at the region economies, as we see some patterns here now. Oh yeah, they had more bump here and are very slowly grinding upwards overall, and maybe faltering a little bit here even. While Achana did have a big glut down here, like Gazmir, and now is on the up again. Don't forget that this from here to here is more than doubling the economy, and so they basically doubled the economy in a few years, like 8 years time. So we could sell the Kronprinz Mark II for more money. On the other hand, we don't really need that. And we might want to get more score instead. And I think this is about the point where, well, we are not really a large-scale manufacturer anyway, so we don't want to sell to the plebeians of the world. Unless they are Fruinian, then we want to sell to them. And everything is going well. Maybe we want to invest into some different segments too. And find a few niches. Anyway, I think this wraps us up for this episode, and I hope you enjoyed, and see you guys next time.